complete this example, which is about finding the lateral area and the total area for this cube. Now, of course, this lesson is a fast review for yesterday's lesson, which is related to the lateral area and the surface area of the cube. Now, all which I do is writing solution, lateral area equals 4 times L times L, which equals 4 times L equals even 4 times 4, which equals 4 times 4, 16. 16 times 4, 64 centimeter squared. Here is the lateral area of the cube. But if he wants me to find or to calculate the total area, or call it surface area or total area equals 6 times L times L. 6 times L times L, which equals 6 times the first L, 4 times 4. 4 times 4, 16. Which equals 6 times 6, 36. 36 equals 96 centimeter squared. Here is the total area, which they call it the surface area, and the lateral area of any cube can be found by this method or by this way. Dear students, all what you have to do is to focus with the lessons. Now, dear students, I have area of parallelepiped. The lateral area and the total area, the surface area equals. There is the situation is something different. Why? Because I am treating with the rectangular solid. Okay, this is it. The rectangular solid. Look, here is the height. Here is the length. Here is the width, and here is the height. Here's the height. Okay? These dimensions are all different. It is a three-dimensional figure, as same as the cube. But the difference between them is that the cube's edges are all equal. If the length 5 centimeter, then the width 5 centimeter, and the height 5 centimeter. But here's the situation is different. They are all different, length, width, height. Thus, the lateral area equals 2 times length plus width all times height. المساحة الجانبية عبارة عن محيط القاعدة في الارتفاع. The perimeter of the base times the height. But as you know, the base is a rectangle. Since it is a rectangle, its perimeter equals 2 times length plus width. Okay? Times height, irtifaa. But in the surface area, total area, total area, do not be hesitated. Total area equals 2 times L plus W all times H plus يعني قل لي بالعربي المساحة الكلية أو السطحية لمتوسط القطعة المستطيلة تساوي المساحة الجانبية زائد مساحة القاعدتين. المساحة الجانبية lateral area it is 2 times length plus width all times the height plus the area of two bases. 2 times the base is a rectangle. What is the law of the area of the rectangle? It is length times width. Length times width. Here is the surface area, which I mean with the total area. Let's take an example. Suppose this is the shape which is on the board. Suppose the length equals 7 centimeter. The width equals suppose 4 centimeter. And here is the height, h equals 2 centimeter. Fine, and he says to me, or asks me to find this area. Solve or find the total area. Find the total area. Find the total area and the surface area and the surface area, the area of the parallelepiped above hub. Solution. Now to solve this solution, when he asks me both the areas, the total area, the surface area and the lateral area, now I will affix here in front of me all the informations about this shape, saying length equals 7 centimeter, width equals 4 centimeter, and height equals 2 centimeter. Thus, lateral area equals 2 times L plus W all times H. I mean, I wrote down the law of finding the area, which equals 2 length 7 centimeter plus width 4 centimeter times height 2 centimeter equals now 2 times 7 plus 4. 7 plus 4. 7 centimeter plus 4 centimeter. 11 centimeters. All times 2 centimeter. Now, 2 times 11, 22. 2 times 11, 22. 22 times 2, 44 centimeter times centimeter squared. The lateral area of the shape which is in front as affixed on the board. Dear students, just you have to focus with me to find all these quantities. Now, he asks me to find the total area, surface area, equals, I will write down the law, 2 times L plus W times H, or 2 times L times W. This quantity represents the lateral area. I mean that the surface area, focus with me, students. The surface area equals the lateral area plus the area of the two bases. Okay? Here's the quantity. This quantity represents the lateral area. Okay? Plus the base is a rectangle, and the area of the rectangle can be found by multiplying what would I multiply? I multiply 2 plus length plus width. Focus with me. The area of any rectangle's length times width. From where this 2 came? It came from two bases. Two bases, base up and base down. 2 times length times width. Now, equals this quantity, 44 centimeters squared, okay? Do not stress yourself and go to calculate it again, okay? No, it is found here above. Plus 2 times length, the length 7 times width, it is 4. That equals 44 centimeters squared plus 2. Here is centimeter and here is centimeter, even centimeter squared. 2 times 4, 8. 8 times 7, 58 centimeters, which equals 100 centimeters squared. And these two lengths. By this way, I can find the area, total area, and the surface area of any parallelepiped. Okay, this is a parallelepiped which is in front of you, and this is the way how to find its area. Let's take another example in this rest. Now, suppose that the length is different here and the width here, and they are different. Suppose I have 3 centimeter, and here is 6 centimeter, and here is 5 centimeter. And he asks me to find the areas of this shape, the 2 areas of this shape. Now, suppose I have this rectangular solid or parallelepiped. A rectangular solid is something easier than parallelepiped. Okay? Thus, I am using this vocabulary. Rectangular solid areas, which is in front of me, saying find the total area. Find the lateral area and the surface area of the parallelepiped above, which length is 6 centimeter, width is 5 centimeter, height is 3 centimeter. Okay? Now, lateral area equals 2 times L plus width all times height. I will substitute these values here in this instead of these symbols. Length 6 centimeter plus width 5 centimeter all times height 3 centimeter, which equals 2 times 6 plus 5, 11 centimeter times 3 centimeter. Now here is equal centimeter times centimeter, centimeter squared. 3 times 2, 6. 6 times 11, 66 centimeters squared. I have got the lateral area. Do not forget it. Why? Because the surface area depending on this lateral area. I mean the total total area, surface area equals, look at here. Surface area equals, focus on me, lateral area plus 2 times L times width. Lateral area, here is this quantity represents the lateral area. Here is the law, okay? I mean, and again, I repeat again, that the surface area equals the lateral area plus the area of two bases. Now that equals, this quantity is now 66 centimeters squared plus 2 plus length, which is 6, times width, which is 5 centimeter even, centimeter, 66 centimeters squared plus 6 times 5, 30, 30 times 2, 60 centimeters squared. Now the final result, or the final obtaining of this area equals 126 centimeters squared. Students, this is all the information about our lesson for today. See you tomorrow in the next exam, inshallah ta'ala. Sorry, in the next lesson, inshallah ta'ala. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.